client that I have today, I just scheduled 7 houses for him yesterday, and by this morning we're down to 2.
Yeah.
So 5 have gone under contract since 24 hours ago.
Welcome back to our channel where we cover all things working, eating, sleeping, and living in Colorado Springs, Colorado. So if you're looking to move to the area, reach out to us. We'd be happy to help you. So today we're going to talk about a hot topic. Is the market crashing? Or is it not? So it is spring/summer of 2023.
Even though we have a blizzard coming in tonight.
Yeah. And as real estate agents, one of the most asked questions recently has been, do you think the market is going to crash? We know that in 2021, 2022, everything went off the rails, interest rates were low, and home prices were high. So now things have slowed down. We're down about 10 to 15% from May 2022 to the end of 2022. And now we're, almost halfway into 2023. And I don't think it played out like we thought it would.
No.
I mean, I thought it would play out this way, but just not this quick. And I don't think that I expected it to be.
How did you think it was going to play out?
So when the whole interest rate rise first started, I thought that people were going to fight, flight, or freeze. And obviously there's not a lot to do with interest rates. So people were frozen, like they weren't doing anything, they weren't buying, they were just kind of sitting and waiting for it to crash. Everybody always is waiting for a crash.
Yeah.
And that's no matter what the market conditions are, a common question is, when do you think the market is going to crash? Anybody that tells you they know when it's going to happen is lying to you, and if they're right, that they were right by coincidence. So I thought that with the media and everything, it just needed to cycle itself through, and for people to get used to the rates, and then after that it would be kind of steady. As far as affordability is still down, so I don't think that we were going to have a ton of competition and raising prices, but I thought it was going to be like a kind of balanced market once people got over the initial fear of the interest rates. What did you think was going to happen?
Something similar. I think the rates jumped up like last April, May of 21 or 22. And I think that kind of like freaked everybody out, but it's been about a year now, and the rates still stayed around 6s and 7s, and then maybe a month ago they dropped down to like mid 5s, and then that's when like everything picked up. So I think people started to see that drop and like movement in market, but the handful of clients that we've been showing the last month, I feel like most of the houses that they want to see, if they don't get to it that day, they're under contract.
Yeah.
I just had one where she had to put over $20,000 over asking price in order to get the house with the appraisal gap and the post-doc. But I think you had something similar with one of your guys was putting like over $30,000 over asking, and he still didn't get the house.
Yeah, so the house was priced a little low in my opinion. So I sent them all the comps, and then, we kind of discussed price, and then he went in 20 over, 22 over, and then they ended up with 17 offers on the house. And this was in the 400 to 500 range, and they didn't choose ours. And I guess his offer at 22 over was, others were much higher, and he was just not comfortable doing that, which is totally fine. And it has to be justifiable. Like if you are going to live in the house for a long time, then that's fine. But if you think maybe you're going to move in 3 to 5 years, then I don't recommend overpaying at all. Yeah. Could a crash still come?
Anytime soon.
Maybe. In Colorado Springs, I feel like we still don't have inventory. There's not a lot of houses. You could probably see all the houses in your price range in like a day or two.
Yeah.
And things are starting to pick up and move quicker, kind of like they were during like the whole COVID thing, which is, like I said,
like for example,
a little bit unexpected.
My client that I have today, I just scheduled 7 houses for him yesterday, and by this morning we're down to 2. Yeah. So 5 have gone under contract since 24 hours ago.
Yeah.
So yes, those definitely starting to pick up. I don't know if you would call it a bidding war, but they are starting to happen.
Yeah, they're definitely present.
Yeah, even my deal for our client out of Denver, we luckily got her under contract, but they were already going to go with somebody else, and then we kind of swooped in at the last second.
Yeah,
and went up that extra out-of-pocket money, so that helped. But yeah, stuff's starting to pick up again and get busy.
Yeah. A crash is not coming. I'm so sorry to tell you.
Not anytime soon.
I don't, in other areas. And I think our economy has a lot to do with that. We have a lot of military bases here. So they get paid no matter what. And they kind of keep our economy going.
Yeah.
And I thought it would be good to mention 3 other companies that are coming to the Springs that were just announced. So a Denver company is expanding and bringing 300 new jobs to Colorado Springs. Which, if you don't know anything about Denver is north of us about an hour and a half, 2 hours, depending on where you're going in Denver. And the average home price in Denver is about $700,000, and here you can get a house around $400,000 or $500,000. So it's a lot more affordable to live here. So some people live here, but then they commute to Denver. And some of the companies in Denver are now seeing the need for that, for the affordability for their employees. So they are opening a new center here. It's called Zavaro, and it's a tech company. We have a lot of tech stuff in Denver, aerospace in the Springs. Then another one, Microchip Technology is working to create high-paying employment opportunities, and 400 jobs are coming to Colorado Springs, and that was posted in February. So I guess they manufacture and develop microchip technology.
Which is a huge need right now.
Yeah. Because wasn't there a shortage during COVID, and that's what made everything hard to get?
A lot of vehicles and a lot of electronic stuff.
And then there's one more company. I mean, there's plenty more, but the most notable were the 2 I just mentioned. So 800, 400. So we're already at 1,200 new jobs. And then in the last couple of weeks, an aerospace company that's actually located in Huntsville, Alabama. It's called Intuitive Research and Technology Corporation. So it's aerospace engineering and analysis, and they're bringing 70 new jobs to Colorado Springs, with more coming after that, after they're established. So
it doesn't sound like a lot, but you gotta think they have families, and other family members might follow them if they're the breadwinners, or they take the financial role in their family. But so it's a lot of people coming.
And they're good paying jobs. These were all of the ones that I researched that pay at least $80,000, if not more. And I know the governor and then the mayor are involved with tax credits, job growth programs, and kind of bidding and trying to get those jobs to come here and to keep our economy going and keep everything on the up and up, which if you own a house here is great for everyone. If you're moving here or you've lived here for a long time and you want to live in a smaller city, maybe not so good, because we are growing quickly. Back to what you were saying for the 71 jobs. So it said the Colorado Economic Development Commission approved more than 1.3 million performance-based job growth incentive tax credits. And then it says that move alone from those 71 people that are coming to the area will add a cumulative 1,347 new jobs to our local economy in the coming years. So
it's 70 positions? Or
70 positions, and then that's how many, cumulative jobs in the economy as a whole it will add. So, when you're talking about 70, and then the other ones were 400 and 800, they're going to add a lot more jobs. Yeah. So that's kind of a big indicator usually why we don't personally think our market's going to crash. Could it crash? There are other factors, in the world, in the United States, and different states that can contribute, the banking system, all that, to where other things can happen. But we don't think a crash is in the future. Your home values are protected. If you're looking for a job in the area and you're in aerotech, any kind of tech, past military background, This is a good place to live and relocate to. If you're looking for a house, we'd love to help you. Things are getting a little bit competitive, but we're happy to walk you through that and kind of explain the process and see how maybe we can help you avoid that and just make the path for you easier. So we'll wrap that up. This was just a quick video to give you guys an insight on what's going on with the housing market in our area and the economy as well. So if you have any more questions or want us to cover something else, let us know, and be sure to
leave a
subscribe, share, leave any comments, and we'll catch you guys next time.
See you.